Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Swords, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a great day slash night slash time zone slash time does not exist. There's a loud car going by. I don't know if you can hear that or not. And that the universe is all that you want it to be, all that you need it to be, and more. But yes, hello. I'm gonna move my microphone a little bit closer. I don't know exactly how everything sounds. So let me know if anything needs to be adjusted. I'm whispering right now. But I can also try and talk softly if that is preferable. We're trying things out. Hello, male face. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great time zone. I think I figured out in the last ASMR stream in OBS, I normally have filters on my microphone, and so I think those filters weren't allowing my mic to pick up everything. So I've temporarily removed those filters for today, so hopefully it'll be able to pick things up a little bit better. I was testing it out some yesterday. I think the sound is okay. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. And you're doing fine so far. I'm glad to hear that as well. It's always nice when, I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but when things are just so shitty all the time, and then you start to get a break, when things start to improve, that's always quite nice. So I'm glad that you're doing okay. That makes me happy. How am I? I'm doing okay, actually. I'm doing okay. Well, that might be a little bit of a lie. I'm up and down a little bit. I'm up and down a little bit. So last night I was feeling pretty poo-poo doo-doo. But today I'm feeling, the sun is shining, the day is clear, I'm here with all of you, It's, life goes on. The world spins on, as they say. But yeah, I've been feeling pretty creative lately. My brain's been whirring with ideas of stuff to do. So, I know that we're weird here a lot of the time, but y'all have not unlocked even a fraction of my weirdness. And to be quite honest, I myself have not even unlocked a fraction of my weirdness. Glad you're okay now, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. It happens. Sometimes your brain, it's out to get you a little bit. And that happens. And you gotta be kind to your brain, and you gotta be kind to your body. Even when they're not being so kind to you. You still gotta take care of them and treat them right. Even if in any particular moment they aren't yet able to do that for you. Yes. Hello, Mellow Fiera. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great time zone. Hello. Yeah, the little pat emote. We have some new emotes. I have too many emotes for the amount of slots that I have. So we might switch them out over time. I don't know what the best way to go about emotes is. I don't know what emote y'all would want the most. Rotate. Yeah. Just until I don't know if we'll ever have the amount of slots for the amount of emotes that I have, but hopefully we'll get there someday, and then we won't have to rotate things. But in the meantime, I was thinking maybe we could rotate them every now and then, or if y'all have if y'all have oh my brain, oh my train of thought, oh my poor little train of thought. If y'all have ones that you like the most and you want to be able to use on a regular basis, then we could keep those in permanently. But I don't know. You're having a good day, Mello? I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you're having a good day. That makes me happy. That makes me happy to hear that. I have the opposite problem. Not enough emotes for my slots. That's fair. That's fair. Your emotes they're all custom though. Those are all custom emotes, right? They're very cute. They're very cute. I love looking at people's emotes. The ones that I have are by Ilanka Draws on Etsy. So they're emotes that anybody can purchase and use. So they're not custom, but I have a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you're doing custom emotes, it takes a lot longer over time, to get them, you know. But I don't have a custom model either, so I'm I don't know what I would want emotes for me in particular to look like. And I think the little octopus is so heckin' cute. So I was we'll go with this for now, and if at some point in the future we're lucky enough to where I can afford to have a custom model and custom emotes, then we'll do that then. But for now, in the meantime, we'll have some cute little octopus emotes. Hello, Hone. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day, a great time zone. Beatboxes aggressively. I don't know how to beatbox. I can try. I don't think this is gonna sound very pleasant though. So fair warning. I don't have any rhythm. Tiger Shark 3082 Plain Guy. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just so you are aware, there's a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. This is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and jump in chat, let us know how you're doing. Let us know how your day /night/time zone /time does not exist is going. Or if you want to lurk, lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best and feels right for you. Wait, see, this isn't your custom model? Shocked it fits you so well. Yeah, I love this model. And I love my human model a lot. I took a long time to look through different free and cheap models and stuff to find ones that I thought really fit me, and that I felt I connected with. And so I really even though they aren't custom models, this one in my pink half body model, I really do love them a lot, and I think they really they fit me. Yeah. So I spent a lot of time digging for them, and I'm very glad I was able to find both of these two. And the people who made these, I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but they're in the credits if you scroll down. Yes. Go white gender, go white gender, go white boy, go white boy. Yeah, no, I don't have any rhythm. I do not have any rhythm whatsoever. Can't beatbox. I can dance, but very badly. It's more just wiggling. It's wiggling your body, just kind of wiggling and moving and grooving and moving your body in whatever ways feels good and feels right. It's not really, it's dancing in quotation marks. I do really want to learn how to play the drums though. I think it'll be very difficult for me. It will be very difficult for me, but drums is kind of one of those things where I'm damn, I do kind of wanna. I tried to learn the Poison choreography from Has-Been, sadly, and threw my back out for a week. Oh no! Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope your back is feeling better now. And I hope that you're able to try the choreography again, and this time that you won't draw out your back, that you won't hurt your body. Yeah. That's a good song though. I have heard that song. I haven't watched the show though. Is it any good? My back hurts just thinking about it. That's fair. I feel like I am just in agonizing pain all the time. So I'm just very like, la la la, la 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 la. And so, like, I don't know. I feel like I could, like, dislocate, like, a joint, and I'd be like, this is no different from how I feel all the time. Which is kind of messed up, but, you know, that happens. The show's not as bad as people make it out to be. Yes, it's crass and cussing can be excessive / unfunny, but it is a solid story and plot, even if C-pop is... Oh, I see. On my OBS, the emojis, they just came up as like little white circles for some reason. So I was like, what are these? But it's the little sad, the little single tear emojis. Well, maybe I'll have to give it a try. I'm kind of feel like I've run out of shows to watch. Like nothing is scratching an itch in my brain anymore. I've been on a big like K-drama and C-drama like kick, but I feel like I've run through a lot of them at this point. And I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to watch next. I don't know. I need to watch Hell of a Boss because Kesha has a persona in it. What? Kesha has a persona? Wow, I had no idea. That's so freaking cool. What's her persona? Wait, hold on. Hell of a Boss. Kesha persona. She voices Queen Bee, so basically it's her persona. Oh, interesting. I've never heard of Hell of a Boss. Oh. Wait, this is so cute. Is this it? Hold on. I'm looking at an Instagram post. Someone making art. I don't know if this is what it looks like. Is that what it is? That's so pretty. It's really like, at least in this one, it looks almost like a combination of like a fennec fox, but then it has little insect wings. That's so cute. What the heck? I love seeing people's personas. I think it's so fun. Yeah, that's her. Oh, that's so cute. I love seeing people's personas. I love hearing about people's personas. I joined TikTok a few days ago, and since then I think I've developed a pretty good feed. But I'm getting a lot of like because I like puppets and like puppeteering and stuff. And so the app by extension is going like, oh, you're queer, oh, you're trans, oh, you like puppets? Here, let's show you stuff about people like making like their fursuits and stuff. And I was like, oh, neat. This is so cool. I wish I knew how to do stuff like that. Someone else who knows what "oh worm" is. Life is beautiful. I love "oh worm." I love "oh worm." I wish people still used "oh worm." I feel like it kind of faded out. But I love it. I love "oh worm." It's so great. It's so great. Bearded Rom, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. And we met our follower goal of 80 followers. Wow! Yay! Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you so much for the follow. Just so you are aware, there is a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. This is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to chat, let us know how you're doing. Tell us about your day /night /time zone /time does not exist. Or if you want to lurk, lurk your heart out. Lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best for you. Do what feels right for you. It never was a big thing on my side of the internet, Deadly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I feel like it was big on Tumblr for a bit, but then it just kind of over time, as things do, it faded out and was replaced.
Infinitum?
Wow!
Star Octopusium.
A raid! Holy heck and heck, E2M. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you.
E2 merely rated my stream with 4 viewers.
Wow! Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and get you a shout out. And I'm actually remembering for once to shout you out. How do I do this? I know how to stream. I promise. Did I do it? Yay! Yeah, go follow E2M. E2M is awesome. He plays a lot of like gotcha games. And some like puzzle games. Is that would like Portal and stuff be like considered a puzzle game? I don't know. He plays stuff like that. And then just today was playing Into the Pit. The Five Nights at Freddy's. Freddy? I don't know. The animatronic. The spooky, silly, hot animatronic game franchise. Yes. Spooky game. Yeah. Okay, let me scroll up a bit. Oh, and what the heck? Thank you so much for the 6 months as well, E2M. Thank you. I appreciate it. ASMR gazers. Yeah, we're trying out ASMR. Let me see. You've come to give me your brain cell. Thank you. I appreciate it. I need all the brain cells I can get. I feel like my 2 brain cells are from Sesame Street, The Martians. I don't know if you guys are, if you look up a video of like the Martians from Sesame Street, it's just these 2 little fucked up puppets, and they go like book, beep, up, beep, beep, and they just make all these little sounds. And those are my 2 brain cells. That's me. Those are my 2 brain cells. Yip, yes. Yip, yes. Honey knows. Yes, that's exactly it. Hot question mark? You heard what I said. I said what I said. The animatronics can get it. Though I think, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with Vichibon. So that's Buff Pup, AI Candy, Shia Bun, and Rose Doodle, and they're VTubers. They're a found family VTuber group, and they made a game that's like a Five Nights at Freddy's like game called Meet Your Oshi, and their animatronic designs in that were so good, so heckin' good. All right. So we have some follows. Let me scroll up. Bear with me. Diana, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. And E-Quack, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate it. Just so you both are aware, we do have a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. And this is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and y'all as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and let us know how you're doing, we would love to hear. How your day /night /time zone /time does not exist is going. Or if you want to lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best and right for y'all. Yes, yes, yes. But thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate it. Let me see. Oh, that was a very loud, the voice that was talking about the raid. Yeah, it's not mixed very well for the raids. It's mixed for my regular streams. So we'll maybe have to see. Well, it's, we're learning. Trial and error. Trial and error. And I don't get rated a lot, so it's not something that I get to like hear how loud it is in like relation to everything else on a regular basis anyways. So there is a distinct possibility that it could be loud even in regular streams. so we might have to adjust that. Let's see, fellow neo-pronoun user. Yes, I love neo-pronouns. We are friends forever, even though we have never ever spoken one-on-one. I get what you mean. It's like kindred spirits, when you find people that you are kindred spirits with, even if you don't ever really talk, it's like, we are vibing on the same wavelength. I love that. I let them know before we raided. Oh, okay, about the 10-minute waiting period. Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel kind of bad because like I think I was rated once before, but then like nobody could chat, and I was like, oh, this is kind of awkward. I mean, like, it is what it needs to be to keep us all safe on the interwebs, to keep us all as safe as possible on the interwebs, but like, it doesn't fit very well with if you want to get rated. It's not exactly conducive to that. A good idea is to trigger audio tests and record fake short stream snippets and see what works out, like with audio levels. Oh, that's so smart. I feel like I've done that for some stuff, but then there's other stuff where I'm like, nah, it'll be fine. Just I get a little lazy about it. I'm like, whatever. That's so real. I have a friend who I barely speak to, but have an 80-day TikTok streak with. I love that. Yeah. Sometimes speaking to people, it's tough, and sometimes it's scary, So sometimes it's nice just to have like people where like you're on similar wavelengths. Even if you don't ever talk, it's still nice. It's like, oh, I'm not alone in this universe. Wow, that's kind of wild. Whoa. For a second, I forgot. I live in a universe that is full of so many beings, and some of them will, in fact, exist in a way that is similar to me, and that's so freaking cool. Yeah, ASMR right here. ASMR. Yeah. I can whisper as well. I don't know, like, what is the standard for ASMR? I don't know. Yeah. We've been buddies since 2018, but he's busy catching up on life, so we do what we can. Yeah. Life is busy. Life can be very, very busy, very stressful. Also, he lives in Florida, so he wrestles gators daily, of course, obviously. I love alligators. I think they're real cool. I think alligators and crocodiles are very cool because they've been around for such a long time and have largely remained unchanged, evolutionarily, which is so odd to think about, but also so cool. Of course you're never alone, whether you want it or not. True. It's true and real. But sometimes, sometimes your brain just gets a little like, I don't know. Sometimes, like, when you feel alone, and when you feel alone so consistently, it can be difficult to make new patterns in your brain, to make new little walking paths in your brain, towards new ways of thinking about the world and about the universe and about how you exist within the world and the universe. Yeah. You know, sometimes your brain, it makes these really deep like tread marks in your brain of these ways of being, of these ways of existing, and thinking about yourself and thinking about the world at large, that aren't good for you, that don't make you happy, that aren't what's right for you. And maybe they were at one point, maybe they were what you needed to survive and to keep yourself safe. But at some point, you know, we're all constantly changing. We're all works in progress. And so what kept you safe and what protected you once, you know, maybe at some point in the future it doesn't anymore. And then you really gotta work. You really gotta work to get out of that rut, to get out of those really deep like tread marks in the mud in your brain, and start carving out bit by bit, piece by piece, slowly, step by step, new pathways and new ways forward to exist and to live your life and to be. Yeah. Oh, we do have an ad coming up. So once the ad starts, maybe we'll take a minute. Just breathe. I don't know. But I won't really speak while the ad is running. So that way people who aren't subbed won't miss anything. Won't really miss anything. If you want to sub, I would of course appreciate it. If you sub on stream, oh right, E2M, if you want to redeem something from the ASMR like triggers list, you can, because you subbed during an ASMR stream or resubbed or whatever. You know what I mean? But if you cheer, sub, gift subs, or tip on Ko-Fi during an ASMR stream, you can choose like one or two things from the list. So just let me know. OMG, I just noticed your eyes are transparent or translucent, I guess. I don't know. They're kind of like, I don't know. I like that they're very like large. They're very large eyes. Like I feel like I can just like blinks slowly at you. It's very creature coded, and I like that. Large eyes best. Yes, it's true. It fits the like uncanny vibe very well, which I quite like. La creatura, sí, la creatura. So the ad is gonna start in just a bit. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop talking. Okay. We should all be back from the ad. Curse you ads, indeed. Yeah. I don't love that after you hit affiliate, they don't give you like a choice. Like they just will run ads irregardless, and really your only choice is like how you want them to run ads. Hello back. We are back. Yes, we are so back. We are so back. But yeah, I've tried to set the ads up so like they're not horrific, and when I remember, I try to stop what I'm doing. There's a way to customize your ad playback. Yeah. I've made it so that it's supposed to keep the pre-rolls off. And then it does it every hour, I think, I want to say. I don't know. I've tried to make it, I can't think of the word, as painless as possible. Yeah. Question, what is claws? That is a good question. So I have these little, like, metal claws that I can put on. I can just tap different things. I don't have one that is, like, small enough for my pinky, though, which kind of bothers me. Like, they don't, but so, tap the microphone. I don't know if that sounds good or not. I have a little, like, a snow globe. I can tap those. I don't know. I have lots of things I could tap. I could tap my computer monitor. That's probably not a good idea. Wolverine, yeah. Pick calligraphy, okay. I haven't tried the calligraphy with the mic before, so hopefully it'll pick it up. So let me see here. Let me get my little sheet that has all the letters, and then I'll get what is a calligraphy pen called? Is it just called a calligraphy pen or a brush or some paper here? Some black ink. Quill? Yeah, oh, that is what it's called. That is what it's called, thank you. I don't know if y'all can hear the lawnmower. That's someone's mowing their lawn. I'm gonna have ink all over my fingers now. Lawnmower ASMR, yeah, unfortunately. It's very quiet, it's okay, I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's not drowning everything else out. What do you want me to write? And I can share the picture of it in my Discord if you want as well. I'll write whatever, as long as it's, of course, TOS abiding. Just write my name. Okay. Spelled as written. Okay. So only one Z. Oh, or do you want me to write Dizzy is cool? Okay, let me start. Alright, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear this at all. I thought maybe this would be kind of scratchy, but I don't know, so I'm going to start now. Oh, I have not done calligraphy in so long. It's quiet. Let me see if I can tilt the microphone down more towards the might see. See, kind of looks like a weird, like, 3 in cursive. I wonder if I'm, like, out of ink. Maybe I need to get more of that soon. You do hear it. Okay, that's good. So now I'm on to the S. And is. And then you spelled K with a. Or cool with a K. Oh, my brain. Oh, my poor little brain. And then we'll do. Dizzy is cool. Okay, I did it. I did it. Just gonna close the ink back up. I don't think it's the neatest calligraphy I've ever done. But I also haven't done calligraphy in a while, so I'm gonna tilt my mic back up. Put that off to the side. Yeah. So that was calligraphy. I'll have to go back into the VOD and see if it picked it up. Good enough. I'm sure it's beautiful. It's something, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drink some water. I love all the nature sounds. I think YouTube is actually letting me keep the nature sounds in the YouTube VOD. Which is nice. Uncopyrighted nature sounds. Honestly, they might be copyrighted. I don't know, but YouTube isn't picking them up as having copyrights at the very least. I am a boss 3937. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just so you are aware, there is a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. This is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and chat, let us know how you're doing. Let us know how your day / night / time zone / time does not exist is going. Or if you want to lurk your heart out. Lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best and right for you. But thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know if y'all have anything you want to like talk about today. If y'all have any like topics or subject matter or anything like that. I have Rachel Carson's Silent Spring here, so we could read some excerpts of that. If y'all want it, I don't know. The world is your oyster, as they say. These are supposed to be very like free flowing, like go with the flow kind of streams. Yeah. So it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all. If you have stuff you want to talk about, if you have stuff you want me to talk about, oyster eating ASMR. I don't eat oysters. I've never tried to eat an oyster before. I do have an oyster tattoo. But I've never actually tried eating an oyster before. To be honest, really the only seafood I eat is shrimp. Not so shrimple, is it? I like shrimp tempura, and I like shrimp ebi. You know, when it's like the slice and then they put it over the rice. I like that. But I've really only had shrimp and then artificial crab, like in a California roll. I wanted to try lobster, because I live near the ocean, so there's a lot of fish and stuff, and so I wanted to try lobster and like stuff like that, but the smell of it like cooking was so like not good for my nose, and so I couldn't. I was like, if I try to take a bite of this, I will hurl. Like, this is not good. I need to go stand outside. Which is odd, because like if I go to like a pier or something, you know, where it has the really like freaking like fishy smell and stuff, or like you go into an aquarium, like, and I've worked at aquariums and stuff, so like the behind the scenes where everything just smells, so like fish, like that doesn't bother me that much. That doesn't really bother me, but there was just something about like the smell of it after having been cooked that I was like, I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't like lobster or crab. That's fair. You know, everybody has their own taste, their own preferences, what they like to eat, what they don't mind eating, and what they absolutely won't eat. You know, and all of that is valid. Yes. I don't like having, like, for me at least, I don't like taking like a restrictive like approach to like food. I like to take like just making sure I have eaten anything is what matters the most. And then from there, trying to find things that like bring me joy or make me feel good, you know, and like working with myself in this way where it's like, what do I like? What do I not like? What are meals that I like? What are the ingredients that are part of that? That then I could maybe, right, like try to incorporate into other things. What are like things where like if I look at a picture of it, I'm like, oh, that looks really good. And then what are the ingredients in there? And is that stuff that I think I could try to eat or not? And like just trying to work in a very like additive way, I guess, rather than like taking stuff away or treating food or like the way I think about food or like react to food and stuff, rather than like treating that with like shame or anything, taking a very like non-judgmental approach to it. Yeah. And that's been really helpful for me in building out what I eat, because I am a very picky eater, sensory averse eater, restrictive eater. There's just a lot of things that I don't like and I won't eat, and all of that stuff. Yeah. Question: can I redeem info dump and talk about tech related streaming stuff? I don't want to break self promo etiquette. You absolutely can redeem info dump and talk about tech related stuff. Absolutely, 100%. I'm back, dog. Stream crashed. Oh no. Welcome back though. I was just answering your question. You absolutely can redeem the info dump and talk about tech stuff, and also self promo is absolutely okay here. As long as people are like a part of this community, you know, and right, like y'all are being respectful and not like excessive about it, like absolutely promo your shit, like do it. If you are doing cool stuff whether that's streaming or art or writing, or I don't know if you made a video game or you made music, or like you made a cool puppet, or like, I don't know, whatever it may be. If you are doing cool stuff, I want to know about it. I want to hear about it. I want to cheer y'all on. I want other people here to know and hear about it, and to like be able to cheer you on, like all of that. Yeah, so self-promo is absolutely okay, and you definitely can redeem info dump and talk about tech stuff. The info dump does have like a word limit though that I can't change, so you might just have to break it up into like a few different paragraphs, I guess. Couldn't think of the word. Yeah. Also, as like with self promo and stuff, if y'all ever want me to like shout you out, same kind of thing, like just let me know. It is kind of one of those things where I just like, when I am streaming, my brain is on fire and I don't think about shouting people out until after stream is over, and I'm like, oh shit, frick. Yeah, so if you ever want me to shout you out, if you are streaming and you're like hanging out in chat, like please, you can literally just say like, can I get a shout out, and I will shout you out. Because it is just not something that I like remember at all. I'm very bad about it. It straight up goes like whoosh, over my head. Okay, so great news on my streams. I've had terrible frame drops when using my 3D model and playing any game, even light stuff. I've been stuck that way for months, and guess what? I fixed it. My problem was Vinen had uncapped frames overloading my stream transfer. I think I've also fixed my 10-second chat delay. Life is beautiful. Wow, life is beautiful indeed. I'm so glad you I'm so glad you were able to figure that out. Yay. I don't know if the clapping actually sounds like clapping. But I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Yay. Clappy, clappy, clappy. Can you shout out my friend? They're very cool and deserve promotion. They're called Dizzy Stargazers. Yeah, I got you covered. Don't even worry. Don't even worry about it. Don't even. Oh, frick. I don't think Twitch lets me shout myself out. It's pronounced Vinian. Oh, I see. I was wondering about that. I was like, I don't know what this is, so I don't know how to pronounce it. So I'm gonna take a wild swing. Let's go. We love solving tech problems. Yes. Tech problems are so frustrating. I do not have a good tolerance for tech problems. Like, if I have tech problems, like, with my shit, I'm just like, I'm walking away. I'm fucking walking away. Like, I cannot. It just gets so, like, it is one of those things where I just, like, have zero patience for. I have zero tolerance for. I'm just like, no. Why won't you work? Just work. Beginning to worry about it. What are you beginning to worry about? Don't worry. I mean, sometimes there's stuff that you gotta worry about. That is true. Sometimes there is just worry if you must. Don't worry if you don't must. Oh, you said not to worry about shouting out Dizzy. Oh, I see. I understand. I have context now. That's another thing where sometimes someone will, like, say something in chat, and my brain is just like, you know how with, like, computers, the circle thingy, what is it called? The throbber? Where it's, like, the circle, like, loading thingy. Sometimes my brain is just that. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything at all, ever, at any point in time. This reminds me of a song. Hold on, copy pasta time. Ooh, what song? What song? I've started listening to Halloween playlists because it's time. It's time for Halloween to start. Halloween is now. That's a thing? Halloween? Now? What do you mean? What do you mean? Or Halloween playlists? Halloween songs in general. What? What? Of course there's Halloween songs. Of course there's Halloween songs. There are many Halloween songs. There are Halloween songs that are directly Halloween songs, and there are Halloween songs that are tangentially Halloween songs. You know, because they're like about a werewolf or something, or I don't know. And it's like, yeah, this is a Halloween song. Yeah. There are lots of Halloween songs. Only ones I know are Thriller and maybe Monster Mash. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There. Nobody knows this song, but I don't care. Share it. Share it. Share it. I love learning about new songs. I love listening to music and stuff in general. So I really like it when people are like, have you heard of this song? Because then I go and I write it down and I open up like a tab in the interwebs and I write it down so that way I can listen to it later. A worm? A worm indeed, Nightbot. A worm indeed. Sent the entire lyrics list and it got deleted. Oh no, oh no. It didn't even pop up for me, so that must have been one that Stream Elements or Nightbot, one of the two, insta-nuked. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Or did it? I don't see it. And I'm in mod view. So I think it must just have gotten insta-nuked, unfortunately. You might have to like break it up into smaller pieces. Anyways, it's the Kadocha Sana song. That's like, let me get the link. Okay, let me get you a permit. Permit. Nay, Usoli. Yay! You should be able to send a link now. Stars or asterisks. Link deleted. What? Okay, let me try again. Wait to do it until after I've done the permit thingy. Okay, try now. Again. What the heck? It's not even coming up. It's only like coming up as like asterisks for me on my end, which I don't know what that is about, like, and it doesn't let me do anything. What does Sigma? Indeed. Okay, what was the name of the song again? I'll just look it up. I'll look the lyrics up. I don't think it's gonna work. If you just tell me the name of the song, I can go and look the lyrics up. Things you can't fix lyrics. Alright, let me see. Okay, I think I found it, maybe? Let me see. Let me see. Is that it? Is that it? Oh. Can you hear it? Can you hear it in the stream? No, okay. We have an ad, so... Back from ad jail. Okay, let me see if I can figure out how to get the audio for it. Hearn. Tokum too. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just so you are aware, There is a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. This is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and join the chat, let us know how you're doing. Let us know how your day /night /time zone /time does not exist is going. Or if you want to lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best and right for you. You could use application audio capture and capture your browser. So that's what I have. I have the browser source here. Let me just turn my desktop audio on. I'm going to turn off the Spotify application capture. Turn desktop audio on.
You two right along. This is the end of Sana's awesome.
Ish.
I just needed a little after dinner workout.
In such a happy home, so I never thought
It's just like
there
audio
could
playing.
be a family that doesn't like
Okay,
living in the
let's
same.
delete it. V loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was loud. I don't know how to, like, it's, Alright, let me try again. Browser. Dizzy, my friend, please, we have to learn some audio mixing. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying.
What's inside? Inside!
Is that better? I turned the desktop audio down. Better, okay.
And there's no point worrying about something you can't do anything to fix. There's no point worrying about things you can't fix. There's no point worrying about things you can't fix. Thinking too much is like thinking about nothing, like water in the desert trying to make the plants grow. You're wasting precious brain space on itchy, scratchy stuff, and when you should be filling it with sugar cookie dough. When you're feeling unhappy, don't think. When you're feeling kind of sad, don't think. Cause there's no point thinking about the things that you're thinking about, and things that you're thinking about are making thinking rough. And that's how Sana stays so happy.
So true.
I just won't think about anything. Delete, reset.
So true. So true. Alright. Okay, let's get rid of desktop audio. Let's bring back Spotify. Alright. I don't like that YouTube, like if I pause the video in my browser on my end, it doesn't affect what y'all see up there for the browser. It's very confusing. I don't understand it at all. And it'll just like start to play the next video. I don't understand it. And I tried to mark control audio via OBS, but it didn't like create an audio thing at all to mix with. So I don't understand the browser capture for YouTube, at least. But that's a fun little rap. That's a fun little song. And she's so right. When you're sad, just don't think. Just don't think. It's true. Sometimes you just gotta hunker down and turn your brain off. It's true. True and real. Gonna drink some more water.
Infinitum Star Octopusium.
Infinitum Star Octopusium, indeed. Shadows Proxy, thank you so much for the raid.
Shadows
Thank
Proxy
you.
rated my stream with 8 viewers.
With 8 viewers. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. I appreciate it. How was your stream? How was your stream? What were you doing? Let me get you a shout out. Let me get you a shout out. I'm actually remembering shout outs today because I'm very bad about remembering a lot of the time. Yay! Yippee! Hooray! Thank you so much for the raid though. What were you doing? What were you doing? Welcome to the worm zone. The worm zone. The worms. The worms. The worms. Worm zone. Worm zone. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much though. If you need to lurk, if you need to go get food, take a nap, I don't know. Streaming is difficult. Streaming is difficult. Do what you gotta do to take care of yourself. I appreciate the raid. If you wanna keep chatting, by all means. But you know, if you need to hit the road, feel free to do that as well. A worm? A worm? A worm? As difficult as streaming is, yeah, do what you gotta do to take care of yourself. No, my enter button. Oh no, what happened? What happened? Did you hit enter too early on your message? I just noticed how you checkerboarded your channel points. It is so cool. Yeah. It is a little, because every time I add a new thing, I have to go through and like it'll mess up the checkerboard, so then I have to go through and just change the color code for all of the ones after the new one that I've added. So it's a little painstaking of a process, but I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks. I hate when that happens. Yeah, when you send a message too early, it's the worst. It's the worst. And then like sometimes I get really anxious and I'm like, do I like continue the message or do I just like cut my losses here or like but also I have mega social anxiety, so that could just be a me thing. As I was saying, as difficult as it is, it's 100 times easier than a normal day job. That's true. That's true. Streaming, I think, is like provides a level of flexibility, which is quite nice. I think that's why probably like a lot of disabled people quite like it. And I mean, sometimes when you are disabled, it's just you don't have any other options at some point, and you're like, well, I might as well do this thing that I am doing already for fun and see if we can make anything out of it, because it's not like I can do anything else. That's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, I can't work physically in person anymore, and I have not had luck with like finding remote jobs that I'm qualified for because I'm not in frickin' tech. And unfortunately, like education and like the glam industry, the few remote jobs that they have are either tech-based jobs or they're jobs where like you need to have like 10, 20 plus years of experience, and it's like, nah, I don't got that. So, you know, but yeah, I like the flexibility and I like the creativity that streaming requires, and I like that there's like, you can kind of do whatever. If you want to make art, make art. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to do ASMR, do ASMR. If you want to, you know, write stories, you know. It's like, it's just such a cool way to like explore and to be able to explore so many things and to meet other people who are also doing really cool things. So I think it's really cool. KS Gravel Grinder, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just so you are aware, there is a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. That is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and join the chat, let us know how you're doing. Let us know how your day /night/time zone slash time does not exist is going. Or if you want to lurk, you know, lurk your heart out. Lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best and right for you. Let me see. I feel like I missed a few messages. I feel like, okay. My new keyboard is so sensitive and I'm not used to the compact layout, so I hit the wrong keys all the time. Yeah, I feel ya. It's rough. It's difficult, like, adjusting to, like, new, equipment, I guess. I don't know what I would call it. But even, like, sometimes, like when, like Discord, for example, like, changed their layout and stuff, that throws me so off. Every time anything like that happens, I'm like, oh, what? Huh? What? Where am I? What am I doing? But yeah, so I hope over time, though, that you'll be able to adjust to your new keyboard, and that it'll work. It'll work for you and be what you need it to be and do what you need it to do. I really want to be a video editor, but it's too competitive. Yeah, it's you know, it is the film industry as a field, and I would include, like, video editing and that as well. It's like, it's just such a, I'm trying to figure out how to put it. The field is, it's something, that's for sure. It's something, that's for sure. It's a very, like, competitive industry, and it's a very harsh industry sometimes. And a very, like, demanding and rigorous industry. So a lot of times, even if you can get a foothold, you'll hit burnout pretty quickly, and that is no fun and no good. Other times, if you manage to get a foothold, mass, like, layoffs happen, or, you know, like, workplace mistreatment happens. Yeah, it's just, it's a rough industry a lot of the times. But, you know, such is the case for many industries and many jobs and many fields of work. That is not exclusive to film and to media. It's, you know, it's late stage capitalism, baby. Late stage capitalism. It'll get you. Streaming helps my disability so much. I'm in much less pain and get to socialize in ways that aren't possible with my job dynamic. Yes, exactly. I love streaming. I think it's a really good way to get to do a lot of things and meet a lot of people, and I think that's wonderful. I'm in customer/food service, but I only have a handful of regulars I can cut up with. Yeah, customer and food service is difficult. It's difficult. Dealing with people can be difficult, but I'm glad you have at least a few people, you know, that you can talk to and, like, hang out with and chat with and stuff. Yeah, and I'm also glad that streaming allows you to like, broaden that as well. Yes. I hate compact keyboards. They hurt. I don't know what a compact keyboard is. I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever seen one before. Tokum too. Welcome in. How are you doing? When you said it's for the safety, the 10-minute wait, I wanted to say from this meme, I am not in danger. I am the danger. That's fair enough. Lots of us here are a little spooky, let's say. A little spooky. You know, a little spooky. We bite occasionally. Hee smiles, laughs, giggles. Oh, speaking of that, we have some Halloween emotes now. Some Halloween emotes now, and one of them is a knife emote, and I love it so much. I love it so much. I'm gonna keep it year round, the knife emote, but once Halloween is over, I think I'll just move it to tier 3, probably. Because we don't have enough slots for the amount of emotes that we have. Yes, those are the Halloween emotes. That's them right there. Point and look, everybody clap. Yay. I love the little purple octopus. I should specify it's not a compact layout, it's just more compact than my last one. It's still a 75% keyboard. Oh, I see. 100% or bust for me, baby. I got the crampy fingies. Oh, finger cramps are no good. Finger cramps are no fun. They're no fun. The bite emote. Oh, I love that. That's so freaking cute. That's from Maria Latte, right? That's so heckin' cute. What the heck? I want a bite emote. What the heck? Yeah, I thought so. It took me a moment to remember the username. Do you have a bite emote too, Hone? You have a blep emote. Oh, that's so cute. I love your emotes, Hone. I think they're so cute. I know Cybernetic Susasaurus has come in with some of the dollar emotes. I don't remember. Is it $1.54? Is the name? But those are so cute too, those emotes. Dolly is an otter. Let me see. I'm trying to find the exact username. Emotes. I love seeing people's emotes. $1.50 slice is the username. Yeah. Emotes, so many emotes. I love the gender fluid and the lesbian flag emotes. Oh, they're so cute. Reading through the rules, what are exclusionist rhetoric? So that would be like for example, people are sometimes, how do I put this, shitheads about people who use neopronouns, people who are or asexual or aromantic, people who are like non-binary or gender fluid, or transmasc is a recent addition to exclusionist rhetoric. It's basically it's an iteration of like homophobia, transphobia, queerphobia, that like basically is about excluding people who maybe do not have I don't know why linear is the word that my brain is stuck on, because that's not the word that I need to use. Like it's basically, I don't know, I've lost my train of thought entirely. I hope the little bit that I did get out though made at least some kind of sense. Like TERFs, for example, those would be exclusionist. That would be considered under both transphobia and exclusionist rhetoric. I lost 10 minutes ago when you started explaining it. Oh, let me see. if I can find a good, like, definition of it. Give hard examples. So, like, for example, is like if somebody uses neopronouns. So, for example, I use 2 neopronouns myself, so that's they and it. So, if somebody was like shitting on the fact that I use those pronouns or anybody else uses those pronouns, that would be exclusionist. Refusing to use what my pronouns are, that would be like exclusionist, for example. I don't even know what neopronouns are. Okay. So neopronouns they are pronouns that can be used for a person that are not like she, he, or they. And there are lots of them. They can basically be anything, whatever you might think of, if that is something, right, like that you identify with in whatever extent, in whatever capacity. If you wanted to use that as a pronoun, you could. So, like, for example, I really like identify with like the fae a lot, and so for me, one of my pronouns is fae. So I have the pronoun command, or is it pronouns? Yeah. So fae, fairs, fair self, those are pronouns that I would use for myself and that I want other people to use for me as well. And like that is related to the way in which I identify, if that makes sense, and the way in which like I refer to and think of myself, and the way in which I want other people to refer to and think about me, if that makes sense. Could goo be a pronoun? It absolutely could be. So an example of what that might look like, it could be goo self. Maybe something like that, right? But neopronouns are basically, it could be whatever, if that is a way in which you want to be referred to, like, yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'm not the best at explaining this stuff coherently. I'm not very coherent in expressing all of these different like concepts, because everything gets like, as I said earlier, my brain is on fire all the time. So what does fae mean to me? So like the fae, right? Like fairies, changelings, the Seelie Court, the Unseelie Court, solitary fae, will-o'-the-wisps, stuff like that. Yes. What are neopronouns for? So they're a kind of pronouns. So it is quite simply, it's just the way that you refer to yourself and you want other people to refer to you. So, right, like if you don't identify with she, he, or they, or maybe you do and you use neopronouns like in addition to those, they're just pronouns basically, but they are pronouns that exist outside of the boundaries of she, he, or they. Yes. ASMR Dizzy explains pronouns. I'm like, as I said, I feel like I'm not like doing the best job. I don't feel like what I have said has been very coherent, but I hope at least enough of it has made sense. I see a lot of neurodivergent people use neopronouns. Yes, 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 exactly, exactly. We have a trend of abstract views of gender and or our personal expression of it, and neopronouns help a little bit. Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. Yes, yes, yes. It's like, and this is just kind of like the way I think about things in general, is that we live in an infinite universe full of infinite possibilities and infinite ways of being or existing. And so expanding your worldview as to how other beings exist, and how you as a being as well exist, I think is very important. It's very important. It's very good. Fit me, I'm lost using difficult words that I don't understand. Oh, I'm sorry I don't understand a lot of this. What is neurodivergent? So neurodivergent are people, like for example, who are autistic or have ADHD or OCD or a personality disorder. It's basically people whose brains are not neurotypical. And so neurotypical basically is the idea that there are brains that in our society and in the way our society is structured, whether or not that is rooted in reality, that are perceived to be quote unquote typical. And that neurodivergent people are people whose autistic, ADHD, similar mental disabilities, anything that alters your neurological wiring. Yes, 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 exactly what Hone said. Exactly what Hone said. Yes. What I got out of your explanation is that basically neopronouns are any pronouns that aren't he, she, they. Is that right? Yes, I think. I don't know why my brain is getting stun locked on that. Yeah, basically. What does neurological wiring mean? Basically just the way that your brain works. The way you process the world around you in layman's terms. Yes, yes, exactly. Just gonna sit here while the ad plays. Out of ad jail. Yay. Yay, hooray, yippee. Yippee. Okay, the ad should be over. The ad should be over now. Should we read some from Silent Spring? From Rachel Carson, Silent Spring. I don't know. Or if y'all have other stuff you want to talk about, we could do that. As I said, this is very free flowing. Hydrate. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Honey. Drink water. Yeah. I drink a little water. Nice and hydrated. I'm actually going to lurk for now. I'm hungry. Well, thank you so much for chatting. And I hope you have a good lurk. And I hope you eat lots of delicious food that is filling and nutritious. Came here and I am even more lost. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that you're feeling lost. Yeah. You know, it's the way I exist and the way this as like a stream and as a channel and as a space and as a community. You know, vibes with, I guess. And if that's something that you don't feel connected to, you know, or if that doesn't work for you, or whatever it may be, that's okay. That's okay. Curate your online experience. To be what works for you and to be what you need it to be. Yeah. So you're welcome by all means to stay and hang out and stuff. But there's no hard feelings whatsoever if you decide that this isn't a space that you want to be in. By all means. I'm a big proponent of curating your online experience. I'm kind of lurking, so tired. Shrunk me. Shrunk me. Well, thank you for chatting and for being here, Hone, and I hope you have a good lurk as well. And that you get lots of good rest. You do a little stretch. I wish I could send photos in Twitch chat. I need to send this Tamagotchi meme. Unfortunately, no photos in Twitch chat. I do have a Discord server though. If you want to join that, and you could send a photo in there. Discord. The link there should work, but if it doesn't, let me know. But of course, if you don't want to join as well, that's totally fine too. I think I'm gonna read a little bit from Silent Spring. We're not gonna read through all of it, of course, because it's like a full-blown book. But we'll read some excerpts from throughout it. So this is from the first chapter, A Fable for Tomorrow. There was once a town in the heart of America where all life seemed to live in harmony with its surroundings. The town lay in the midst of a checkerboard of prosperous farms with fields of grain and hillsides of orchards. Not orchids. Those are different. Where, in spring, white clouds of bloom drifted above the green fields. In autumn, oak and maple and birch set up a blaze of color that flamed and flickered across a backdrop of pines. Then foxes barked in the hills and deer silently crossed the fields, half hidden in the mists of the fall mornings. Along the roads, laurel, viburnum, and alder, great ferns and wildflowers delighted the traveler's eye through much of the year. Even in winter, the roadsides were places of beauty where countless birds came to feed on the berries and on the seed heads of the dried weeds rising above the snow. The countryside was, in fact, famous for the abundance and variety of its bird life. When the flood of migrants was pouring through in spring and fall, people traveled from great distances to observe them. Others came to fish the streams, which flowed clear and cold out of the hills and contained shady pools where trout lay. So it had been from the days many years ago when the first settlers raised their houses, sank their wells, and built their barns. Yeah, I don't understand a lot of new things. I feel like if I type something, I will just get a ban since I don't understand it, / memorizing the definition. You know, I'm going to be honest, I don't really know how to respond to that. The rules that we have here they are rules for a reason. And as I said, this space is set up and designed in a very active and intentional way, specifically for the purpose of trying to create a safe space for marginalized people. You know, and again, as I said, by all means, you are welcome to hang out and vibe and chat, you know. But if it is something where you truly feel like it's not a good fit, if you're worried about being banned, you know, like you are not obligated to be here. You can go to other spaces where maybe that wouldn't be a concern. And you know, even if that is the case, as I said, there's no hard feelings. I appreciate you being here for the time that you have been here. And as I said, if you want to hang out and chill and vibe, you know, that's by all means. But the rules that we have are here for a reason. And this space is designed in the way that I have designed it for a reason. So I think user verification in my server is broken. I have access to 0 channels. So did you complete the CAPTCHA, Honey? There's in airlock. There should be a CAPTCHA to complete. And so you might have to do that first to access. Anything else? Let me pull up the Discord. 0 access to airlock or its channel contents. Let me see. I think you need to set at everyone to read airlock. Let me try that. Still trying to figure stuff out. Can you see it now? No. Are we back? Question mark? Can y'all hear me? Are we back? I don't know what just happened. Just fully disconnected my OBS. I think we hopefully should be back. Let me see. Should be back now. Might have to refresh page. Okay. We should be back now. Honey, I don't know if you're still here, but I changed some of the server settings, so I think you should be able to see the channels and what's in them now, but you shouldn't be able to type anywhere until after you complete the CAPTCHA verification in Airlock. But let me know if that still isn't working. I don't know. I just added the CAPTCHA bot yesterday, because we had a bot join for the first time. So, yeah. Let me know if it's not working, and then I'll see if I can manually add stuff, like roles for you. But hopefully it's better now. Okay, hi. Are you able to see stuff? See the channels and got the wave, can read lobby, okay. Can you see what's in Airlock? Sorry for the difficulty as well, and for the live troubleshooting. Nope, you can't read Airlock. What about now? It says welcome, like there's no text there. Okay. I'm going to try to manually add you as verified because I don't know why it's doing that. Are you able to see everything now in chat now as well? Because I just manually gave you the verified role. Okay, yay. Hooray, hello, welcome on in. I sent my dirt meme. I can die happy. Don't die, don't die. Don't die. My dream is eat dirt. Same. Same. That's a cute meme. That's a cute meme. Thank you for bearing with me though. I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is with that. So I'll have to see how to fix that after stream. But thank you for bearing with me trying to live troubleshoot. Alright, let me see, where was I? Alright, so it had been from the days many years ago when the first settlers raised their houses, sank their wells, and built their barns. Then a strange blight crept over the area, and everything began to change. Some evil spell had settled on the community. Mysterious maladies swept the flocks of chickens, the cattle and sheep sickened and died. Everywhere was a shadow of death. The farmers spoke of much illness among their families. In the town, the doctors had become more and more puzzled by new kinds of sickness appearing among their patients. There had been several sudden and unexplained deaths, not only among adults, but even among children, who would be stricken suddenly while at play and die within a few hours. There was a strange stillness. The birds, for example, where had they gone? Many people spoke of them, puzzled and disturbed. The feeding stations in the backyards were deserted. The few birds seen anywhere were moribund. They trembled violently and could not fly. It was a spring without voices. On the mornings that had once throbbed with the dawn chorus of robins, catbirds, doves, jays, wrens, and scores of other bird voices, there was now no sound. Only silence lay over the fields and woods and marsh. On the farms the hens brooded, but no chicks hatched. The farmers complained that they were unable to raise any pigs. The litters were small, and the young survived only a few days. The apple trees were coming into bloom, but no bees droned among the blossoms, so there was no pollination, and there would be no fruit. The roadsides, once so attractive, were now lined with brown and withered vegetation as though swept by fire. These too were silent, deserted by all living things. Even the streams were now lifeless. Anglers no longer visited them, for all the fish had died. In the gutters, under the eaves, and between the shingles of the roofs, a white granular powder still showed a few patches. Some weeks before it had fallen, like snow upon the roofs, the lawns, the fields, and streams. No witchcraft, no enemy action had silenced the rebirth of new life in this stricken world. The people had done it themselves. This town does not actually exist, but it might easily have 1,000 counterparts in America or elsewhere in the world. I know of no community that has experienced all the misfortunes I describe, yet every one of these disasters has actually happened somewhere, and many real communities have already suffered a substantial number of them. A grim specter has crept upon us almost unnoticed, and this imagined tragedy may easily become a stark reality we all shall know. What has already silenced the voices of spring in countless towns in America? This book is an attempt to explain. So that was from the first chapter of Silent Spring by Rachel Carson. We do have an ad starting in just a minute, so I'm just going to be silent for that. I once spent 30 minutes in a raid trying to fix my sound alerts. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough trying to figure tech stuff out. But I appreciate you bearing with me so I could see that lovely, lovely, lovely Tamagotchi beam. Yeah, it should be starting any minute. Any minute now. There it is. Okay, we should be back from the ad. Okay, here's some more from Silent Spring. This is from the chapter Earth's Green Mantle, which is chapter 6. The bitter upland plains, the purple wastes of sage, the wild swift antelope, and the grouse are then a natural system in perfect balance. Are? The verb must be changed, at least in those already vast and growing areas where man is attempting to improve on nature's way. In the name of progress, the land management agencies have set about to satisfy the insatiable demands of the cattlemen for more grazing land. By this they mean grassland, grass without sage. So in a land which nature found suited to grass growing mixed with and under the shelter of sage, it is now proposed to eliminate the sage and create unbroken grassland. Few seem to have asked whether grasslands are a stable and desirable goal in this region. Certainly nature's own answer was otherwise. The annual precipitation in this land where the rains seldom fall is not enough to support good sod-forming grass. It favors rather the perennial bunch grass that grows in the shelters of the sage. Yet the program of sage eradication has been underway for a number of years. Several government agencies are active in it. Industry has joined with enthusiasm to promote and encourage an enterprise which creates expanded markets, not only for grass seed, but for a large assortment of machines for cutting and plowing and seeding. The newest addition to the weapons is the use of chemical sprays. Now millions of acres of sagebrush lands are sprayed each year. What are the results? The eventual effects of eliminating sage and seeding with grass are largely conjectural. Men of long experience with the ways of the land say that in this country there is better growth of grass between and under the sage than can possibly be had in pure stands once the moisture-holding sage is gone. But even if the program succeeds in its immediate objective, it is clear that the whole closely knit fabric of life has been ripped apart. The antelope and the grouse will disappear along with the sage, the deer will suffer too, and the land will be poorer for the destruction of the wild things that belong to it. Even the livestock, which are the intended beneficiaries, will suffer. No amount of lush green grass in summer can help the sheep starving in the winter storms for lack of the sage and bitter brush and other wild vegetation of the plains. This is further on in that same chapter. The chemical weed killers are a bright new toy. They work in a spectacular way. They give a giddy sense of power over nature to those who wield them. And as for the long range and less obvious effects, these are easily brushed aside as the baseless imaginings of pessimists. The agricultural engineers speak blithely of chemical plowing in a world that is urged to beat its plowshares into spray guns. The town fathers of 1,000 communities lend willing ears to the chemical salesmen and for eager contractors who will rid the roadsides of quote-unquote brush for a price. It is cheaper than mowing, is the cry. So perhaps it appears in the neat rows of figures in the official books, but with the true cost entered, the cost not only in dollars, but in the many equally valid debits we shall presently consider, the wholesale broadcasting of chemicals would be seen to be more costly in dollars, as well as infinitely damaging to the long-range health of the landscape and to all the varied interests that depend on it. Take, for instance, that commodity prized by every chamber of commerce throughout the land, the goodwill of vacationing tourists. There is a steadily growing chorus of outraged protest about the disfigurement of once beautiful roadsides by chemical sprays, which substitute a sere expanse of brown, withered vegetation for the beauty of fern and wildflower, of native shrubs adorned with blossom or berry. We are making a dirty, brown, dying-looking mess along the sides of our roads, a New England woman wrote angrily to her newspaper. This is not what the tourists expect, with all the money we are spending advertising the beautiful scenery. In the summer of 1960, conservationists from many states converged on a peaceful Maine island to witness its presentation to the National Audubon Society by its owner, Millicent Todd Bingham. The focus that day was on the preservation of the natural landscape and of the intricate web of life whose interwoven strands lead from microbes to man. But in the background of all the conversations among the visitors to the island was indignation at the despoiling of the roads they had traveled. Once it had been a joy to follow those roads through the evergreen forest, roads lined with bayberry and sweet fern, alder and huckleberry. Now all was brown desolation. One of the conservationists wrote of that August pilgrimage to a Maine island. I returned, angry at the desecration of the Maine roadsides, where, in previous years, the highways were bordered with wildflowers and attractive shrubs. There were only the scars of dead vegetation for mile after mile. As an economic proposition, can Maine afford the loss of tourist goodwill that such sights induce? Maine roadsides are merely one example, though a particularly sad one for those of us who have a deep love for the beauty of that state, of the senseless destruction that is going on in the name of roadside brush control throughout the nation. And for context, Rachel Carson is from New England and lived in New England, and died in New England as well, I believe. Alright, This is from Rivers of Death, which is chapter 9. Examples of the destruction of fish by agricultural crop sprayings and dustings are everywhere to be found. In California, for example, the loss of some 60,000 game fish, mostly bluegill and other sunfish, followed an attempt to control the rice leaf miner with dieldrin. In Louisiana, 30 or more instances of heavy fish mortality occurred in 1 year alone, 1960, because of the use of endrin in the sugarcane fields. In Pennsylvania, fish have been killed in numbers by endrin, used in orchards to combat mice. The use of chlordane for grasshopper control on the high western plains has been followed by the death of many stream fish. Probably no other agricultural program has been carried out on so large a scale as the dusting and spraying of millions of acres of land in southern United States to control the fire ant. Heptachlor, the chemical chiefly used, is only slightly less toxic to fish than DDT. Dieldrin, another fire ant poison, has a well-documented history of extreme hazard to all aquatic life. Only endrin and toxaphene represent a greater danger to fish. All areas within the fire ant control area, whether treated with heptachlor or dieldrin, reported disastrous effects on aquatic life. A few excerpts will give the flavor of the reports from biologists who studied the damage. From Texas, heavy loss of aquatic life despite efforts to protect canals. Dead fish were present in all treated water. Fish kill was heavy and continued for over 3 weeks. From Alabama, most adult fish were killed in Wilcox County within a few days after treatment. The fish in temporary waters and small tributary streams appeared to have been completely eradicated. In Louisiana, farmers complained of loss in farm ponds. Along one canal, more than 500 dead fish were seen floating or lying on the bank on a stretch of less than a quarter of a mile. In another parish, 150 dead sunfish could be found for every 4 that remained alive. Five other species appear to have been wiped out completely. In Florida, fish from ponds in a treated area were found to contain residues of heptachlor and a derived chemical, heptachlor epoxide. Included among these fish were sunfish and bass, which of course are favorites of anglers and commonly find their way to the dinner table. Yet the chemicals they contained are among those the Food and Drug Administration considers too dangerous for human consumption, even in minute quantities. So extensive were the reported kills of fish, frogs, and other life of the waters that the American Society of Ichthyologists and Herpetologists, a venerable scientific organization devoted to the study of fishes, reptiles, and amphibians, passed a resolution in 1958 calling on the Department of Agriculture and the associated state agencies to cease aerial distribution of heptachlor, dieldrin, and equivalent poisons before irreparable harm is done. The Society called attention to the great variety of species of fish and other forms of life inhabiting the southeastern part of the United States, including species that occur nowhere else in the world. Many of these animals, the Society warned, occupy only small areas and therefore might readily be completely exterminated. Let's skip way ahead and see if we can find a good excerpt to end on. Okay, this is from chapter 17, The Other Road. We stand now where 2 roads diverge, but unlike the roads in Robert Frost's familiar poem, they are not equally fair. The road we have long been traveling is deceptively easy, a smooth superhighway on which we progress with great speed, but at its end lies disaster. The other fork of the road, the one quote-unquote less traveled by, offers our only chance to reach a destination that assures the preservation of our Earth. The choice, after all, is ours to make. If, having endured much, we have at last asserted our right to know, and if knowing we have concluded that we are being asked to take senseless and frightening risks, then we should no longer accept the counsel of those who tell us that we must fill our world with poisonous chemicals. We should look about and see what other course is open to us. A truly extraordinary variety of alternatives to the chemical control of insects is available. Some are already in use and have achieved brilliant success. Others are in the stage of laboratory testing. Still others are little more than ideas in the minds of imaginative scientists waiting for the opportunity to put them to the test. All have this in common. They are biological solutions based on understanding of the living organisms they seek to control and of the full fabric of life to which these organisms belong. Specialists representing various areas of the vast field of biology are contributing. Entomologists, pathologists, geneticists, physiologists, biochemists, ecologists, all pouring their knowledge and their creative inspirations into the formation of a new science of biotic controls. Any science may be likened to a river, says a Johns Hopkins biologist, Professor Carl P. Swanson. It has its obscure and unpretentious beginning, its quiet stretches as well as its rapids, its periods of drought as well as of fullness. It gathers momentum with the work of many investigators, and as it is fed by other streams of thought, it is deepened and broadened by the concepts and generalizations that are gradually evolved. The quote-unquote control of nature is a phrase conceived in arrogance, born of the Neanderthal age of biology and philosophy, when it was supposed that nature exists for the convenience of man. The concepts and practices of applied entomology, for the most part, date from that stone age of science. It is our alarming misfortune that so primitive a science has armed itself with the most modern and terrible weapons, and that in turning them against the insects, it has also turned them against the earth. That's it. I think that I am going to call it here for today. We are gonna go ahead and raid Mellifera. There's my raid message. I would appreciate it if you would come with me for the raid. Use the raid message if you want, chat if you want, if you don't, if you just want to lurk, by all means, just be the wonderful beings that I know you all are. Mello is not doing ASMR, so if you came here for ASMR, if you came here for the very quiet stuff, you might want to head out now. I don't know how loud Mello's stream is gonna be, but they are playing Shin Megami Tensei 5. So if that sounds like your jam, come along with me. We raidin'. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out, and I will see you all in another universe. Goodbye!